Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So today we're going to be doing a makeup declutter. I have so much makeup that I'm going to be decluttering that it's not even funny. I just have so much makeup that I'm starting to be a lot more strict what comes into my collection and that I actually keep. So the first thing that I'm going to be getting rid of is the Revolution Beauty Mattifying Primer. This stuff is so thick and so gel-like that when you put it on, you feel it on your fingers. It's the most uncomfortable thing to put on your skin, and it feels like there's a thick layer on my face. I don't like how this feels. Music Flower Eyebrow and Eyeliner 24-hour combination, powder and eyeliner combination. This is in the shade Brown. That's what it looks like on top. It has the powder right there with like a little mirror, and then it has like pomade or eyeliner on the bottom. Just don't wear brown. That's really about it. I tried. I have a brown mascara that I bought. I have brown eyeliner, but for some reason, I just haven't been in the mood to wear brown eyeliner. I thought I would, maybe with the powder or maybe with like doing a little bit with the eyeliner and then setting it with the powder. I just don't reach for it. And I haven't reached for my brown mascara in quite some time, so that may be something else I need to declutter. So we have the Believe Beauty Pretty Face Stay Put Primer. This literally felt like lotion, and I noticed every time I put this on, it would almost dry out my skin, mostly on my forehead, and I really wasn't the biggest fan of that. There's not much it really does. It literally just feels like I'm putting moisturizer on my face. It doesn't hydrate my skin. It doesn't extend the wear of my makeup. It doesn't do any of that. It literally, like, you're better off using a moisturizer than this primer. I honestly 100% recommend using your moisturizer because I don't notice a difference in wear time with my makeup at all. I've had this makeup on since 12. It's currently like 8 o'clock. I've had this makeup on for 8 hours. I've been walking around outside in 90-degree weather, and my makeup literally looks exactly the same. And I just use moisturizer. I don't use this. The Broadway Colors Eye Primer. This is good if you like a tacky base. I'm not the biggest fan of tacky bases when it comes to eyeshadow primer. I find that it creases pretty easily on me, and I also find that I have issues blending out my eyeshadow. That's like my biggest pet peeve, when you put on an eyeshadow primer and it's sticky and you're just trying to like do some crease work. It doesn't dry down, it doesn't do any of that, it stays sticky. And I know I heard from a makeup artist that you want sticky primers, but I have issues, like my brush doesn't want to blend whenever the primer is sticky or tacky. The C Color Cosmetics eyeshadow palette in the shade Obsessed. There's nothing wrong with this. I haven't actually used this palette. This is a really good dupe for the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, one of their Obsessed ones. I just haven't used it. I've owned this for maybe a few years. Haven't opened it. It still has plastic wrap on it, and at this point I don't think I will get any use out of it. I thought I really did like these tones, but they just, I don't know. I think I just wanted to test out their formula more than anything else, but I don't think this is something I'll be reaching for. I also had another one from Color Cosmetics. It is the Obsessed 1 palette. This is another dupe for the Huda Beauty palette. Now this I'm kind of torn about. This is the e.l.f. New Classics palette. I just don't reach for this. That's my only issue. Morphe 25B. Again, I don't reach for this palette. I have a lot of these tones already in my collection. I have that bronzy tone, that taupey tone, that rosy tone. I have a lot of these neutrals in other palettes of mine. I really don't need these. The I Heart Makeup Chocolate Rose Gold palette. I've only used this a few times, and you can tell the shades that I've dipped into. There's nothing wrong with this palette. This is something that I really do find beautiful, but there's certain shades that just kind of throw me off. Like this shade, I didn't get the most beautiful look when I use this palette, and for that reason, I have to get rid of this. The Arabesque palette. Now this is a dupe for the Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. I don't use this. I've used this once. I've created a very beautiful look out of it, and I really do appreciate the look that I've gotten out of it. The shimmers are great. I would compare this to ABH, but I know that you can no longer get this palette anymore, if I'm correct, because this was from Shop Miss A. The LA Colors I Heart Makeup Glow palette. I really do love you know, these blush shades and everything. I just don't reach for it. That's my only thing. These highlighters, they're so pigmented and buttery. I really do love how these looked. I just don't reach for it. This Wet n Wild loose pigment in the shade Ride My Copper. I'm not going to use this whole thing. I have a bunch of these. I had a bunch of these and I decluttered so many of them. I literally just need one. I had 2 or 3 or even 4. I just need one of these. And honestly, I'm not the biggest copper person, so this hasn't been opened at all. I might throw this in a giveaway whenever I reach a certain amount of subscribers. I haven't decided about that. It is on my mind. I do plan at some point. I just want to reach a certain amount of subscribers first. I might throw this in a giveaway because this is unopened. This has been completely sealed, so I might just throw it in there. Next, we have the Real Her Shadow Palette, Be Your Own Kind of Beauty, and I have the number 1. I have not used this at all when I got it, and I know this palette can be pretty expensive, but like there's nothing drawing me in. The only thing I would say that's drawing me in at this point is the shade Strong, which it's a nice beautiful grayish color. Ulta Beauty Everyday Faves. This was a really good eyeshadow palette. I really did enjoy using this. It has all these beautiful shades. I really like. If you wanted to find one eyeshadow palette for neutral and one for color, this would be an absolutely amazing neutral palette. The e.l.f. Baked Shadow in the shade Pixie. I don't use this. I thought I was. This was in my declutter at some point. I really just don't use this. The LA Colors Nude Palette. I have not opened this. I have another one already in like a drawer somewhere of like the new stuff I want to test out. So I'm just going to give this one a giveaway because this is unopened and it's all taped up. So this palette right here is very hard for me to want to give away. This is the Winky Lux Kitten Palette. Now, the only reason why I kept it around, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, is because it talks about kittens. That's the only reason. I didn't care for the shades. I didn't care for the color scheme. Didn't care. I did create a very beautiful look out of it, I will say that, but I just... It's about kittens. It is about kittens, and this makes it very hard for me to declutter. I don't use it though, so I'm leaning towards getting rid of this because I just don't use it, and I really don't need it if I don't use it, even if it has kittens on it. Next is the Vitalist Healthy Glow Highlighter Illuminator, and this is in the shade, I don't think it says, but it's like a pearly white. This is the hardest, like, I can't even really use it. It's just so hardly pressed in there. You literally have to dig your finger in there and you barely get anything. It's dry, it's crumbly, it's not worth it. You can't even put this on your eye, you can't even put this, you can't do anything with this, unfortunately. If they made this a little more creamier, this would work so well. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.